Hey guys, I'm sorry I haven't been around for a while. I've been dealing with some health issues and some anxiety related issues. And the anxiety has made it harder for me to make videos lately. You may have noticed that people are still talking about Eugenia Cooney, and I know I made a video about her already, but I kind of wanted to respond to some of the comments that were made. And I also wanted to touch on some other thoughts I had about the whole Eugenia situation. Okay, so YouTube isn't the only location where Eugenia is being talked about. I've seen a couple of news articles about her, and they mostly focused on the fact that people wanted to ban her from using YouTube. Dr. Phil even reached out to Eugenia Cooney and asked her to be on his show.
Dr. Phil, guys. Okay, like, Dr. Phil, because of everyone, like, freaking out recently, he actually did reach out to me. Like, his producers or whatever. But I don't really want to go in his show, honestly, because the reason I think he, like, wants me to go on is because of, like, all the crazy videos being made about me. Yeah, Jack, he legit did. It's crazy. Because I don't know how many people messaged him about it, but I guess enough where, like, they like, hit me up. Go on Dr. Phil. I'm not going on Dr. Phil, guys. I mean, if he just wanted, like, if he just wanted to go on and be, like, friends or whatever, like, hey, what's up, Dr. Phil? That would be cool. But I think it's, you know, because everyone is like, Eugenia is too skinny or whatever. Because of all these, like, videos, so I don't really want to go in Dr. Phil, so I'm not going on. Sorry if you guys really wanted me to go in Dr. Phil, but I don't think I'm going to. Thank you so much, iHilo, for the 50 likes. Thank you. They want to boost their views because they know you're a YouTuber. Yeah, I don't know. I was actually really surprised that, he kind of, like, hit me up or whatever. But, I don't know, guys. I'm not going on Dr. Phil, though.
Unfortunately, she doesn't want to go on his show because she's afraid they're going to talk about the anorexia issue, or rather, the reason why she's too thin. It seems that Dr. Phil didn't tell her why he wanted her to be on his show, but from that clip you can see that Eugenia doesn't want to talk about why she's so thin. This does add to the idea that she has something to hide. Obviously, this isn't just a matter of her being too skinny and about how she looks. It's a matter of people being worried about her health and that she might be killing herself by not eating or not eating enough. Eugenia was also mentioned on the show The Doctors. They mostly seem to focus on the petitions that were being made to get Eugenia off of YouTube and how people can be pretty mean to you when you're going through hard times and you're well known on social media.
Maybe she's dealing with anorexia. Maybe she's dealing with something else that's causing her to go through that. And people are taking, like this morning, I saw some of the comments that were being placed. They were telling her to slit her wrist. And, you know, that she wasn't going to believe because she was a skeleton. Who says that? We need, in a world that's full of so much hate, we have to show love.
That's the other irony of this situation is you can quickly become a social media star. And as you mentioned, if you're going through something, it can be thrown in your face. And if you're struggling with an eating disorder, the last thing you need is to be criticized. Obviously,
I know on my last video, some of you disagreed when I said that it's not technically our business what Eugenia does with her life. But even though I think it's not our business, that doesn't mean that you can't show concern and support for her. And if you were listening to that last clip, one of the doctors said that the last thing somebody needs when they have anorexia is to be criticized. The doctors also mentioned that she doesn't look healthy and something is definitely wrong.
No, I feel for her, but she does not look good. I mean, from a professional standpoint, she looks like she needs help. I mean, she really looks emaciated. You know, I hope she seeks help.
You may think that being harsh and brutally honest is going to make people change, but a lot of times when you don't handle certain situations with delicacy, you can make people who are already in a bad position feel worse. Okay, so we all know this is the internet and people can be horrible on the internet, but that doesn't make it okay. And there may be some people out there that actually think that saying mean things to somebody is going to make them change. If you are interested in helping Eugenia, then why don't you read about her possible condition? I'm no expert, but I did do a little bit of research about it before I started making videos about Eugenia, and what I said in my last video is that she needs support, because that's what mental health resources tell you that you should do. Be supportive. Being supportive doesn't mean that you're going to tell them that everything's fine, that they don't need to change anything. Being supportive means telling them that you care and encouraging them to get into therapy. even if it means you have to keep encouraging them, and nicely. It doesn't mean that you have to bully them into getting help. And I know that everyone is different. There may be exceptions to the rule, but for most people, that is what is recommended that you do. You know, it's possible that no matter what we do, Eugenia is going to refuse to get help. Some people can just be incredibly stubborn, and you can't always help someone that won't help themselves. All you can do is try to encourage her to get help. It would actually be easier if she was underage, because then her parents could put her in a facility for eating disorders. But because Eugenia is an adult, there's nothing that we can really do. She has to decide on her own to get help. And unfortunately, at the moment, it seems like she's really not open to that idea. Often when people feel passionately about something and things don't go their way, they may resort to being angry. And when it comes to political or social changes, it can work. And sometimes feeling this way can motivate people to really strive for change. But when it comes to mental health, I don't think that that works. And from all the things I've read about mental health, it's not what's recommended that you do. You shouldn't become angry at someone for having a mental disorder. When you have a disorder, you can't help yourself. Unfortunately, I don't think that this thing with the petitions has really been thought out, because YouTube is her only source of income. Eugenia lives in the United States, which, if you know anything about the United States, medical care can be extremely expensive here, especially when it comes to psychiatric treatment. Inpatient care for eating disorders can cost on average $30,000 per month. And people with eating disorders may need to be at this location anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And then there's also the possibility of needing aftercare. She may need to still go to therapy. How much it's going to cost is going to depend on where she gets treatment and how severe her condition is. So I don't think that taking away her only source of income is going to help her, because you're just going to leave her without a way to pay for help. Even if she does have medical insurance, insurance costs money, and it's possible that insurance won't cover everything. My understanding is that these petitions are being made because people are afraid that young girls are being influenced by Eugenia and her possible anorexia. I don't think that's a good reason to make a petition to get someone off of YouTube, because there's plenty of bad influences on YouTube and nobody is petitioning to get them removed. And Eugenia isn't even promoting living or looking like her. It's very likely that she has an eating disorder, which means she doesn't have complete control over what she's doing. Some people like to act like she's doing this on purpose, but she's not. For those of you that care about Eugenia and are hoping that she gets help, keep supporting her and keep encouraging her to get help. And to those of you that are just really taking it too far with the petitions and being just mean in general, I would just say to you guys, stop. Just leave her alone. You're not helping. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.